another interesting episode. This is Things Time with Chichi. My name is Auntie Chichi. And today, this is the topic that they are already giggling. Can you allow me introduce my show? Are you kidding me? As they are giggling, that's how the show is going to get interesting. So you need to sit tight. When we come back, we'll go right into the topic for today. Remember, this is Things Time, the show where we get to talk about everything teenagers, young adults, and also parents are not left out. You don't want to change it out. We'll be right back. Sit tight. This is still Things Time. Thank you for sticking around. This is the show where you have all the gist that has to do with teenagers. We inspire them, we educate them, we promote them, we do everything all encompassing. But this is also where I get to learn from them because they are crazy sometimes. And this is one of the shows where I want to look into their eyes and ask them, why do you want to be romantically involved? Why? Like, you guys are crazy, but forgive me, like, I'm not cussing them. But why? So we are talking about romantic relationship amongst teenagers. Why do you want, must you, that's me asking, you know, I'm the coach here. So I'm asking you guys, must you be in a relationship, romantic relationship? Let's say it the way it is, because you guys may just be saying, he's just my boyfriend, my girlfriend, but they have other things in mind. And you know, I don't do this show alone. I have my squad, and also I have an expert who is, I'm going to leave it at that. He's a relationship expert. These kids are crazy. He's a relationship expert. So he will help us balance because I'm ready to whoop their ass. I'm just ready to beat them up. But he will help me, just tell me, as if you step down and listen to them. I have Mr. Miracle in the studio. How are you doing?
I'm awesome.
Good to have you here.
It's good to be here.
Okay, so I'm wondering how you're not married, but you are educating other people. You're helping people in terms of relationship and sex. But this is a teen show, so we're not going on the other side. That's why I said, and they were giggling. Not a kid.
The first time I was here, we talked about sex.
Yeah, you've been on the show, you know, previously.
Yeah.
So this is your thing. You are helping people, and I think we will go into that. You know, let me introduce them. But I'm going to ask you what inspired you to want to help people understand relationship. Hey, Bube, you can't wait. Are you in a relationship?
No.
Because that is what you do.
No, not because of my daddy.
Deji, you've been on
Come
this
and
show
watch
before. He talked about kissing a girl. Are you in a relationship? When they say parents, and when they start rolling their eyes.
No, it's complicated. Actually.
Keep quiet.
If I was in a relationship, I'll be open about it.
Shut up, who said?
Yeah, right.
Because you know your parents are watching.
She might be watching too.
Yeah, so.
Just get rid of him. He's not proud of you. Okay, romantic relationship. Why? I'm going to come to you last, but let me hear them. I don't want you to give them. I just want to understand why teenagers, you guys are still trying to understand yourselves. And then you are crazy about relationships. So I got this test. I even posted on my social media handles. A 13-year-old girl, you know, sent me. I practically ignored her because I wished she was close to me. I would first of all cancel her and then slap her. It's Tupac. Like, beat you and then tell you what to do. You know, so she's 13 and she's crushing on a 21-year-old and she wants to even go to, you know how they are telling you, you know, just make the move. And this 13-year-old girl wants to go ahead and tell the guy, I love you, I want to.
No.
So, no, you don't judge. Because,
No, I'll actually never advise a girl to walk up to the guy.
Okay.
Because guys of nowadays, I mean, some of them don't even have respect. So.
Okay, that's a gist. We will revisit this gist. But why relation? Why are you guys, your body shows doing you like you cannot stay? Why?
I think it's peer pressure.
Okay.
The kind of people you move with, the kind of people you associate yourself.
They just this boy is so naughty.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
Definitely, like,
Please talk to me. I'm listening.
like, have you ever been with this set of friends that they are all in a relationship and you are the only one alone and they're singing something
I understand
lonely? What is it? Is it your loneliness? I believe there's a difference between wanting a relationship and just wanting friendship. like a very, very close friendship with
And
a
they just say,
person.
he sounds
I was
like a
like,
man.
no, I'm
No
not.
man wants to be like friends.
Exactly.
They want
Exactly.
something.
No,
I have
I want
this
to be
very
friends.
close male friend. Like when we start playing, you think we are more than friends.
Yes, now we can see where this is going.
We can see
But
where
we are
it's
just
leading to.
friends.
That's the foundation.
Foundation for.
A romantic relationship.
And the thing is, if you end up being asked out, the whole friendship self might just scatter and just
So
not
for
be there
the
again.
girls, yours is you just want somebody to be there.
Exactly, just a very friendly person of the opposite sex. And I don't feel it's bad. I think I have more male friends than I have female
But
friends.
what do you expect? Like, what do you want them to do in that relationship? Like, buy things for you, look after you, and blah blah
I
blah.
need to be pampered.
No.
They need to be pampered.
I actually believe if the guy is buying, the lady should also buy. Like, it should be a shared responsibility.
Yes.
Because if he's the only one buying, like, if he's the only one always buying, he'll feel entitled to ask you for anything. And you cannot ask me for anything because I will not give.
Okay. And
That's what I believe.
Okay.
She's talking like a relationship expert here.
Yeah. See, so like I said, I'm here to
me
learn.
being single makes me like the best relationship coach ever.
Being single.
Yeah.
So you've not been there,
I've not been there.
and you don't want to be there for now.
For now,
Chichi had
no.
been
I think it's
there.
way too much stress.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay. I can't wait to hear yours. You've been there, so
Chichi,
teach me.
What I think a lot of teenagers go into relationship is, I don't know, the thing is just tickling us. So
Why?
I don't know.
He's tickling her. He's not tickling you.
Yeah, sure. See the look.
Please talk to me. I'm listening. I'm too curious. I want to
And
hear.
Chichi, so it's just tickling us. And sometimes a lot of teenagers actually go into relationships for the wrong reason. Like if they don't get that feeling of being loved. So a lot of people go into relationships. I think I went into a relationship for that cause.
How old were you when you had your first relationship? I mean, we are being
Real, open.
daddy and mommy, like we are doing show. But this is her real face, sir.
This is not my real face. So this is trouble on the set, not promise.
So how old
So
are
I was
you?
16.
16, okay.
Yes. But I was still a good girl, though.
No, I mean, hello.
I'm a good girl.
It's not the bad people that are going to.
So yeah, I think one thing that made me go into a relationship at that point was because I didn't feel loved.
At home.
So not even at home, even from within, it wasn't there. So
No self-love. We've talked about it before.
so yeah, so it was. I think until you actually learn how to love yourself, then even if you're not in a relationship, you can stay happy. So I think that's one reason why we go into relationships.
Okay, so when you talked about peer pressure, you are talking about when you don't even love yourself. You're looking for love outside.
Yes.
Deji.
Okay. From my own point of view, I feel like people go into relationships because there's this thrill attached to it. Like you just want to explore what it feels like what is there to this relationship thing that people talk about. Like, like teenagers are like scientists. They are very curious about everything. And
I
they
mean,
want
I
to
just learned
experiment
that now.
with
Teenagers, you guys are scientists. Interesting.
So like want to experiment everything. So you just want to see how it is. So like many things that we see on TV in real life, they're actually like overrated.
Yes.
So you just want to see how it is.
That's Deji's matured self talking. In spoken word, they would do like this. word.
So like everything. So we want to have like,
That
and we've gotten
experience.
to an age where like we've actually realized that this thing, the way they portray it in TV, like in novels and all that, it's not real. So,
So
let
from
me
your
see how
own
it
point
is.
of view, you first of all, it's the things that you have been exposed to, the books you read, the TV that makes that. There's facts. We're going to go on a short break, but I want you to, you've worked with a lot of people, a lot of young people come to you. What do you think makes our teenagers just want to be in a relationship?
Okay, there are quite a number of reasons. They've mentioned some of them, quite a number I've heard over the years, about why teenagers want to go into a relationship. You know, for instance, a teenager can come to you and say, okay, I like this guy. Okay, why do you like him? Well,
Dark and handsome.
you know, I just feel butterfly in my tummy whenever he talks to me and all of that. So I've identified feelings to be one of the reasons why a lot of people go into relationships, which for me is a wrong reason, actually.
Okay.
Because feelings are fictitious.
She's in.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
come to that.
Yeah. So feelings are fictitious in the sense that feelings, you might feel happy right now, you're laughing in the show right now, we might meet you tomorrow and you're sad.
No, I won't be sad.
I'm just saying. So feelings are inconsistent, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So what happens, and that's why we have a lot of breakups today that culminate into divorces in marriage, because people think that relationships and marriage is all about the butterfly in your tummy, and it's all about that Romeo and Juliet movie you watch, like he said, you know. So that's the kind of idea we've been sold, and so they just want to experience that. They have that feel. You know, I just feel, you know, at the end of the day, it all ends up in one
feelings
disaster
are not left
or the
out
other.
when it comes to
Feelings are real, but feelings are not reality.
Okay.
Now feelings are
Word.
real.
Rema.
Yeah. So we are not discounting feelings. You should have feelings for anyone you are going to a relationship with, but that should not be the sole reason you are going to the relationship. There are other factors that should be considered. You know, you talked about experimentation. Experimentation has destroyed a lot of young people,
That should not
teenagers.
even be a reason
A
why
lot.
I mean,
But
No, I know people there.
yeah,
I
could tell you my
agree with that.
story.
Yeah,
I could tell you my story. For instance,
and when I come back,
what will come?
yeah,
Okay,
you
beautiful.
are going to tell all that
All right,
story.
all right.
You know, but like he said, if you feel that the feelings can sustain a relationship, you are wrong.
Yeah.
Someone said, if you want to be happy for 1 week, get married. No, he said, if you want to be happy for 1 week, be in a relationship. So that's the word. If you want to be happy for just 1 week, by the time that relationship kicks off, those butterflies, they will disappear somehow. Somehow
Leave
they will
your
just
tummy
disappear.
to your head.
Don't go nowhere. When we come back, we'll continue with the conversation. Sit tight. I hope you've been enjoying the show. This is still Teens Time. We have been talking about relationship and all the teenagers there. I know you guys are giggling because you like to hear. They are still. Can't you guys even pretend? How bad? Keep quiet, oh, you have the smiling face. We've been talking about relationship amongst teenagers. Why? Is it by force? Must you be in a relationship?
must we not be in a relationship?
Okay, that's a good question. So I'm going to take it back to you. Must you not be? But first, because I'm coming to ask you that, must you not be? Say, you tell me why you must. I want to hear the story. Before we went on the short break, you wanted
Okay,
to tell us
I
the
was
story.
talking about experimentation and how a lot of young people are curious. One of the hallmarks of children and young adults is curiosity.
Curiosity, absolutely.
They are curious. They want to experiment. They want to know what's up, what's in this. And for one, when I was in secondary school, about maybe SS2 or something, a friend of mine told me about masturbation. I didn't even see him do it. He just told me about it. In fact,
You were in secondary
I
school?
was in secondary school, SS2 or so.
I mean, I've been saying this.
Yeah.
That, you know, the other time you talked about news flying. That's the danger of news flying, because somebody can just come and fly it on your face.
Yeah, but like, you can like.
Let him.
You can shield it.
So he told me about
Did
masturbation.
you beg him to tell you?
No. In fact, I think he wanted me to help him out or something. He said in fact, we didn't even know the name at that time. He just described it to me. I didn't know it was called masturbation. So
I don't want to hear that.
I heard them. I'll just pretend like I did not. So I went home that day and I was just thinking about what this guy told me.
Hi.
And I was like, oh, can I just experiment, you know, to see
That's how it starts.
what this guy was actually trying to say. And I experimented. And that single act of experimentation took me about 7 years to break. Wow. That's
Yes.
one
Yes.
day, I just, okay, this is what it is. I won't do it again. But we know that,
You are stuck.
of course, every action is step towards.
Yes, you're laughing.
Yeah. So I tell young people that every action is a step towards mastery.
True.
Whatever you do is an empowerment for you to repeat that same action.
True.
You know, so, and that led me into that. And I've met a lot of young people who went into relationships not because they really wanted to, but because they really wanted to know what it is.
Yes.
A lot of people went to sex, drugs, because they wanted to know how does it feel. So they want to just have that same feeling. But like Yoruba people would say, what you don't want to put in your mouth, don't bring close to your nose. Because many times when you set things in motion like that, you might, the law of inertia says that a body is difficult to stop when in motion and difficult to move when at rest. That's what happens with us. So when you set things in motion, sometimes it is difficult to stop.
Absolutely.
So experimentation, loneliness is another one. A lot of them, physical appearance, the guy is just cute, the lady is so beautiful, but how many? There are a lot of beautiful people.
How many will you do?
That's the truth. And whoever you date is not the most beautiful person in the world.
Absolutely.
Whoever you date is not the most handsome person in the world.
True.
You always see somebody who is more handsome, who is more beautiful,
in the eyes of
who is even in the eyes of in the eyes of the beholder.
Beauty is in the eye of
You will see somebody who is more beautiful,
exactly,
more
in the eyes of that
handsome,
beholder.
more hardworking, who is smarter, more clever, who has whatever it is that lured you in the first place. So you should go beyond these things. Actually, for me, you should go beyond the surface into. Of course, those things we shouldn't discredit them. They should be there, but they shouldn't be the main reason why you are going through that relationship. So you say, I'm lonely, I just need somebody to be there for me. I just need somebody to call when I'm bored and all of that. But loneliness is a vacuum that relationship cannot fill. Because it's like cutting a tree from the stem. It will grow back again.
So what can fill the vacuum?
Self-discovery, self-acceptance,
Self-love.
self-awareness, and self-development. If you want to fill the vacuum of loneliness, then you need to first of all discover who you are.
Absolutely.
If you have not discovered who you are, because that's what a lot of people are looking for in relationships. They're looking for themselves outside of themselves. But you need to find yourself first before, that's even when you can know who you are compatible with.
True.
Because how can you know who fits you when you don't know who you are?
True.
So I don't know I'm orange, I'm picking pineapple. I need to know who I am first.
I hope you guys are making sense of
before I can, pick somebody else. So self-discovery is so important. After you've discovered yourself, then you need to, of course, become aware of yourself. After becoming aware of yourself, then you need to accept yourself for who you are. Because a lot of young people don't accept themselves for who they are. They want to be somebody else. They want to be risky. They want to be Olamide. You see a lot of identity crisis. There are two major problems I see with young people a lot. I see a lot of identity crisis. I see a lot of problems with sex as well. Which leads to other things. Identity crisis is always at the roots of many of these vices that these people go into. So they have not come to accept themselves. So you need to accept who you are. If you need to tell yourself that anybody taller than me is too tall, anybody shorter than me is too short, anybody fatter than me is too fat, anybody finer than me is too fine. I'm just the best of my kind.
Absolutely.
So you need to come to accept yourself, and after accepting yourself, then you need to develop yourself as well. So there are weaknesses that you have that you need to now, these weaknesses I need to start shedding them, and I need to develop or continue to maximize my strengths.
So they don't need someone else to identify.
You don't need to do that. I tell people, young people, that until you get to a point where you don't need a relationship, that's when you actually need one. And let me explain. Until you get to a point where you are comfortable in yourself, where you feel you don't need somebody else to complete you.
Yeah.
Because that's another wrong notion a lot of people have.
Validate you.
That and that's why when people get married, they say, is my complete half. Why are you a fraction? No, I don't want to marry a fraction. I want to marry a whole human being. So how would you say is my better half or she's my better half? And some religious people, I don't see anywhere the Bible actually validates that. So you're not a fraction, you should be whole. Singleness actually means being complete and whole. Unique, complete, and whole. So until you are unique, complete, and whole, you're not actually single. So they're actually single.
So what are you?
You have a fragmented self. That's what it means. Yeah. So you need to be unique, you need to be complete in yourself, and you need to be whole. So once you get to that point, you are not ready for a relationship. So you get to that point where you feel like I'm unique, I'm complete, I'm whole in myself. I don't need anybody to complete me. Then that's when we can say yes.
This is Still Teens Time. This is a segment where we get to bring to you amazing people, teenagers, young adults who are exceptional in their own way. And today I have, obviously I don't need to do much introduction. He has something to show that this is what he is doing. I want you to introduce yourself.
My name is Onofi Abolade Bobby, and my brand name is Abolade Bobby.
Abolade Bobby.
Abolade Bobby, because I like to combine both worlds,
Okay.
like the English and the
Okay. So that's the interpretation of
yeah.
the Abolade
So,
Bobby.
yeah,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
why.
You are a pageant king.
Yeah,
You are Mr. University.
African Ambassador 2018.
Oh, okay. So tell me a little bit about the pageant.
Oh, well, it's like Mr. University Africa Ambassador 2018. Like, basically, about the pageant, it celebrates young adults or young teenagers in the university doing stuff out with their schooling and all that stuff. So, basically, the platform is just to project talents and at the same time, try to make the university students better at what they do, basically. So just support them and all that.
Okay, so obviously you're in the university.
Yeah.
Where are you schooling?
I school in Olabisi Onabanjo University.
Okay, what year?
My final year.
What course?
Sociology.
Okay. Yeah. So you are doing music.
Yeah,
when did you start?
Yeah, as long as I can remember. Basically, I grew up around music.
Okay.
My parents love music even till now.
Okay.
But
they're not musicians.
Then they compose.
Okay.
I've seen my dad's composition. I've seen my granddad's composition.
Wow. Have they produced any?
No, they didn't.
They just do it
They just
inside
did
the
it inside the
inside the room.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the inspiration? You just grew up and you saw music all around you.
Yeah,
But there are so many children that wake up and see things, but they don't emulate.
Yeah.
So how did you?
Okay, basically, I grew up around music. Like, even I got to listen to some of my dad's compositions and my mom.
But have they produced any?
No,
So they just do it for the house.
Yeah, even my granddad, the book is still at home.
Fantastic. Okay, so have you planned to go beyond them? Obviously, I know you sing.
Definitely.
So do you have an album?
I took a step. I went into the studio. So that's.
So you have an album or you have a single?
I have singles.
Okay.
So many recordings.
Okay. Yeah. Are they supporting you?
Yeah, definitely. At first, it was go to school, and I'm like, I could go to school. Like, reading has never been my problem. Like,
So
by
it's not
God's
affecting-
grace, so it's not affecting my education.
I hope you're ready to play some, they call it strings.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do you see yourself? I love to ask young people this question. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Doing music or with staff music?
No, basically, Abolade Bobby is a global brand.
Okay,
I see it as a brand that wants to project the beauty of Africa to the world, and at the same time, just basically blend and just cultural racism and all that stuff, sexism, and
so that's your genre. Let me put it that way. What's your genre?
Music is like a body.
Okay.
I like every part, so I'm learning every part.
Okay, so you've not like
the
decided
human
I'm gonna
body,
do- Okay, so what do you sing? What gives you inspiration to sing, and what are things like? So you're not the part of the set of people that sing the boards and all that and shows.
No. Like, music to me is my form of expression.
Okay.
Like, I want to give a message, because even people like Ebenezer Obey, they're still around till today,
and their
song is still relevant.
Fantastic.
I mean, Sonny Ade, people that even left, people that are dead, they are still around because of their music, because of the words that they spoke.
Yeah.
So I want to
Be
speak.
remembered.
Yeah,
Okay,
remembered.
I don't want to waste your time. Please play something, because I want to stand up and maybe I don't dance. I don't know how to dance. Maybe move to your sound.
So let's do something for
This
Tim
time.
This is Tim time. Brother, this is Tim time. Sister, this is Tim time. Brother, this is Tim time. I like to dance over. A lot of them will see me when I take off. They don't see me, nigga, tell they could leave me on Nicolo. Jeremy will see me. Every day I labor about to blow, the time is set. Check the detonator. Boom. All over the face like reaction. And the reaction that I'm getting for them is, oh shit. Nigga, Taco Berry, nigga, woman push it. Just freestyling for teen time. No push it.
we've been having lots of fun here, you know, with people trying to
Someone dating
people trying to shoot themselves.
No,
This is Things Time with Chichi. We've been talking about romantic relationship. I think we've not even gotten there. We are still talking dating. And sometimes you guys
Dating is romantic.
okay, it's romantic. Okay, thank you for
Ma,
correcting
You,
me.
wait,
Okay, so
you can
this is
actually
what we
go
are.
on a
They can't
date.
wait. Like this show, I think it's gonna have a part 2 because they want to keep talking about this. Yes.
I think this is for our relationship expert, Mr. Miracle. So what would you advise someone that maybe was sexually abused as a child?
Two things are likely to happen when someone is abused. It's either the person becomes sexually promiscuous or they become sexually anorexia. Anorexia means they become sexually withdrawn. You know, that's why some of them, you know, it might even go into lesbianism, homosexuality, and all of those other things, you know, or hate sex, you know, totally. Why a larger number of them become promiscuous, become want sex more, you know, and they go all out for it and all of that.
We are running out of time.
So I would advise such a person to seek help from a professional, not just from anybody, from a professional. Seek help from a therapist, somebody who has experience, like Auntie Chichi, like myself, you know, people who have, you know, years of experience, and not just experience, who are knowledgeable.
I want to say something. If I were in a relationship and if the guy happened to break up with me, I won't cry. I won't feel bad. But that relationship has to come back. I have to be the one breaking up.
Will you drag him back? I think you must.
I don't know how, but I know myself. Like, I feel that's the only way I'll feel. Yes.
So you have to be the
Just
one to.
exactly.
Okay.
In summary, the purpose of dating was marriage. But it's a pity that a lot of young people have right now, you know, abused that.
I know you have had so much fun. This is Things Time. Feel free to reach out to us on all the social media handles, and you can also reach out to him. I think, you know, they can reach out to you if they want to hide like these people. If they want to hide it from me, you can reach out to him to help you. Until we come your way next time, keep being the best version of yourself, and please, relationship is deep.